Welcome back to the channel. So we have a slightly different film today. We are doing a review of the smart car. So as you'll have seen in the B-roll film footage, I've purchased the smart car. It's actually a 2013 City Smart Car 451 special edition City Flame, and it's absolutely fantastic. I absolutely love this little car. Now it's 2013, it has 32,000 miles, one owner, full service history, and it is absolutely immaculate. It's completely mint. You would think nobody has ever driven this vehicle. I'm very impressed with the condition, absolutely no issues. I purchased this and I paid £5,000, which to be honest I think is very reasonable for a vehicle with very low mileage, and no, it's fantastic. And considering my giant Propel SL bike costs actually more than this with the new add-on Aero lightweight wheels, I think it's a good buy. I think it's pretty good. I'm very happy with it. So the reason why I've purchased this vehicle is for like a run around, nipping to work. As you'll have seen, I've sold my Ford Transit custom van with the camper van conversion in order to upgrade to a new one, but that's not what this film is about. This film is about the smart car, and we've called it Bumblebee. So welcome to Bumblebee. It's 999cc, so 1 litre petrol. It does have the flappy paddle. It's like semi-automatic, so you've got full auto with, I'll be honest, a clunky gearbox. You can almost feel like the vehicle activating the clutch. There is a slight delay, and it does take a little bit of getting used to compared to driving like a standard automatic or dual clutch automatic. You have to lift off very slightly in the gear changes, but this does become very natural and you just start doing it without thinking about it after a few drives. The flappy paddle system, which is here on the, as you'll know, obviously on the steering wheel. Sorry, that was a bit rubbish there. But the flappy paddle gear changing system is good. It kind of takes out that dead spot of the automatic system, and it does seem to tighten up the gear changes. Still a slight delay, but to be honest, it doesn't bother me. It's not a high performance car. I've got no issues with it at all, but it's good to use the flappy paddles for a bit better gear shifting, which is very good. Now this thing, although it's 999cc, I mean this vehicle is like, don't quote me on the exact weight, but it's under a ton. It's like 900 kilos or something like that, and it goes, it really goes, and with it being petrol, it revs very well, very nicely. It's even got a nice little rasp, which is very impressive. So I am super impressed with this vehicle. It has sat-nav, it has a touchscreen system, 2013 vehicle, and it's got touchscreen, sat-nav, Bluetooth, music, SD card. Now it also has a built-in DVD player, so when you press a button the screen folds out, insert a DVD, and you can watch a DVD, obviously not when you're driving, and it has a safety feature, so if the minute you put the vehicle into gear or start to move, it automatically cuts out the film. So if you're sitting parked up somewhere, you can watch a DVD. I don't know why you would want to sit in a smart car and just sit pulled over somewhere and watch a DVD, but it's pretty cool to have that, to be brutally honest. I do like that. Now this thing handles amazingly well. I've never driven a smart car before, and I actually saw it online, read the specification, watched the tour video, and I thought, low mileage, yes, it's a 7-year-old vehicle, it looks absolutely mint, one owner, full service history. You know, it was the kind of vehicle to take a gamble on, so literally purchased it. The vehicle was at Arnold Clark's in Wigan. It was shipped up to here, transported up to here rather, to Scotland, and then I just picked it up, jumped in, turned the key, and job's a good one. Now the vehicle is tax exempt, which is fantastic, and for both myself and my wife to be insured on it, fully comprehensive, it is only £250, which is absolutely fine. Super cheap car. Now, it's about, I've never ran it fully down, I've always ran it down to there's about 70 miles-ish left in it, and it's about £36 to fill it. Now I put the good stuff in, so the fuel I put in the unleaded, I put the premium in, so it is slightly more expensive, but you could run it cheaper if you wanted to, but I don't recommend that, because cheap fuels, you know, there's that whole debate around are they any good for your car, so I'm putting the more expensive fuel in anyway, regardless, because I don't want to screw up the engines. I always do that, even in the diesel vehicles, with the additive. So I always do that regardless of any hype or what you read on the internet. Just my personal choice, but as I've said, you can run it cheaper if you want to. Alright, so £36 and it's full, and I've done 900, so it's split into little black tag marks, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of them. Now I've done 94.3 miles since filling this with £36, and I'm still well above half a tank, so it'll be interesting to see how many miles this thing will do completely, because I've never tried that yet, so we will be trying that. So we're going to have a little bit of fun in the little smart car, which we've called Bumblebee. So this isn't really a full-on review because it is an old vehicle, it's 7 years old, but never had a smart car before, never even driven one before, and I've got to say, I love it, I absolutely love it. It brings an absolute smile to my face, it's a cool colour, it's got a cool interior, it's very comfortable, and obviously it's a two-seater, smart 4-2, not 4-2, 4-2, alright? But the seats are absolutely amazing. Bucket seats, super comfortable, panoramic roof, plenty of space. It literally is all seats in here, not much storage space, but that's not what the car's about. You know, there'll be no bikes obviously going in here. You can get a bike rack for this vehicle. It actually bolts into the back bumper. On the rear bumper, you'll see from the B-roll footage, there's 2 black marks either side, little caps. You remove those and the bumper, like a Y-shaped tripod system, screws into there, and then you can mount your bike on the back. And the bike's going to be much wider than this vehicle. So we're currently cruising at 50 miles an hour, and we are at 2000 RPM, 5-speed box, and super good, absolutely. I'm laughing because the car is so impressive, and it's like driving a go-kart, honestly. This thing corners like it's on rails. I expected it to be quite, I don't know what I expected, to be honest. There's not much suspension movement. It's got quite wide alloy wheels on it, standard smart alloys. This is the premium version, special edition, so it's the top of the range from the 2013 model, and it handles super nice. No body roll, very little body roll, but you have to be very careful because on damaged, broken roads, bumps that, you know, in a standard 15-16 inch wheel vehicle you would go through and not really notice, this thing is, you get quite a jolt. So you do need to be a bit careful with that, and pick your lines on the road well, as you should be doing anyway. So yeah, we're going to get to some twisty stuff, and we're going to see, I'm going to show you rather how this thing handles. So let's go.
Looks like it's now or never. Out of the darkness, you stumble into
that. But we have been driving enthusiastically, sportingly, dynamically, however you want to call it, on this nice little twisty road which goes to a beautiful Scottish little town called Peebles, near where I go mountain biking, Glenchess Forest. And this thing is absolutely eating up the corners and really nippy, really nippy. That super lightweight, I'm quite lightweight, but that coupled with the 1 litre petrol high revving engine is absolutely brilliant. This is such a fun little car, and when I mean little, I mean little, really little. I love it, absolutely love it. I would thoroughly recommend one of these. Now, I have been looking online at the newer models, and you can get models from around about 2016 up till brand new, ranging between 10 and 16,000 pounds, depending on specification. As I say, the purchase of this one was like 5. Obviously, it's a smart car, but it's made by Mercedes, and you can't really notice that actually. It's really very good.